Right, good evening folks, and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator here on Black Country Blitz here on this Sunday night. Right, we're in the same place as we left off from last night. I've just filled up, no sorry, I've just repaired the truck as before we start the next journey. Now I'm in Mexico, part of the Mexico or Viva la Mexico map. The maps which I'm using in American Trucks I'm in the description, so you can see what we're using. Let's just, before we get carry on, let's just connect the phone up so I can see the chat, folks. It's all good. Right, that should work. Right, that's it. I can see the chat, so we're all ready to go and everything's good. Right, we're just going to go and fill up first this petrol station just down the road, as you can see on the map. Now I would have been on earlier, guys, but I've been watching Outback Truckers on Catch Up TV Blaze. What a show that is, man. I think I have problems in American Trucks and Euro. Them fellas in the real world, in the Outback in Australia, jeez, they do have some problems. Just watching tonight's episode, and the one guy, he lost his axle tyres on his trailer. Again, it might be an old repeat, I wouldn't be too sure, like, you know, but really enjoyable show, so, you know. Anyway, here we are. Right, let's go and fill this little beauty up. I'm still driving the same truck, the Peterbilt, with the Suicide Squad texture on, because we can. Right, and there we go. Now, I don't know what job it's going to give me, seeing as I don't think there's that many places here on this map. So the first one is there, so just going to get to the first one, see what it does, and just do the job. Yep. So we swing this round. For once tonight I've come straight on, no messing about, no changing any settings. Head tracking's worked straight off the bat, so I'm well chuffed. Although saying that, I did put the headset down. Now that is where we just delivered to, I'm sure it was, yep. So again, let's take another job from this supermarket. This looks like the only place that we can get to. That's where we'll have to. Oh, let's see what we got then. Ah, how about that? Right, okay. So you don't want me to go nowhere. Alright, let's have a look where we are then and see what we've got. Where am we? You know what? Can't even find me on the map. Ah, here we are. Right, we've got this place here. So if I just mark that on the map, that's where we're heading for, folks. And that's really good. I drove in for nothing. I even got a job for it, eh? Great supermarket, that. Anyway, a little bit of a reversing. That's just I don't knock his trolleys over. Back up the road we go.
Turn left. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Now before we go any further, I just want to make sure that, oops, yep, all the sound levels are right. That sounds good, or looks good, should I say, on my screen. Right. I suppose there's nothing worse than having all the settings wrong. Because PCs have the tendency to do what they feel like they want at times. As I found out yesterday, my sound settings kept referring to the settings in my cushion. So everything I could hear audio wise was coming from my cushion.
Go straight on.
Which were good. Oh, straight on. Well, I will as soon as the lights change in my favour. Right, that's a quick blast on the paper, as you do. Like a busy little town. Excuse me, folks. Ah, dear. Right. And away we go.
Get ready to turn right.
And I really hope that this place has got something for we to go and deliver.
Turn right.
Because there's nothing worse than getting to a place and then they've got nothing for we to go and take on our journey. Otherwise, it'll be a quick teleport to somewhere that probably has. Now, is this going to give me bumps?
Get ready to turn left.
Yep. And that's really shaking the out of me joystick.
Turn
Hear
right.
me? Bloody joystick on the bone. Bloody wheel.
You have arrived
Now
at your
come on.
destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
What have we got here? It's got to be something. Let's have a look what jobs we can find. Hey, we've got a couple of trailers. Jeez, that's another long one. You know what? We come from that way last night. So basically, that's all maps we've already seen. That's all the ordinary DLCs. But coming up here, it can take me into some of the new stuff. I'll be taking that double trailer. I'll be brave enough. Let's have a look what we got. That's boring. Want something with a design. That'll do. We'll take that one. And it's a what? 46 hour, 1,303 mile journey. So, where is it flashing? Ah, there it is. Same place as the other night. I'm going to go and reverse up between these two buildings. Brilliant, love that. Tested the old mirrors. Again, shouldn't be a problem, but right. And it's a little bit easier with this Peterbilt rather than the Kenworth. Kenworth, you've got your exhausts at the back blocking your view. In here, it ain't too bad. And I'll put that fifth wheel in, and away we go. Hook the trailer up, and that's it, folks. Here we go. Should be able to pull away in 7th gear comfortably. And still a decent trip, 46 hours. So again,
Turn right.
should take an hour or so. I like to do a decent sized stream. That way, one, we get to see some of these new maps that have been out a bit. I mean, these have been out since about June, probably July. Some have been out earlier and then been updated. Fantastic job these guys have done. Who've made these different maps for American trucks. It's opened up a new bit more for the game. Again, it does get a bit monotonous. Keep doing the same jobs in the same areas, driving the same kind of roads. least with these new maps. Okay, we have got Utah coming November. Again, we've got the 136 update as well. Oh, here we go. Let's get a bit of rain on. Or should I say it's going to start raining. Now, I have enabled rain, but not to the point where it's going to be raining for like 2 hours of the stream or whatever. It just comes on lightly. So, it just breaks it up a bit to have a little bit of a weather.
Keep right and then turn right.
I've also enabled where we'll get
Turn right.
different things that will stop where we have to change the route. Again, it's a new feature that's been added to American trucks, and to be fair, I like it. It reroutes you okay. It does make your journey a little bit longer, but again, this will probably happen in the real world. You know, be an accident, and of course, vehicles have to reroute or whatever. Again, as with last night's stream, I got to a place. I think I pulled in for petrol or to be repaired. One of the two, I think it's repaired, and I bet it took me a good 10 minutes to get out. This one vehicle wouldn't move, computer generated car of course, which blocked all the road up. And again, I could either teleported, lost the job, but now I just stayed there, and eventually he did come in and he did move. So just waited for him. It's like how this wagon's stuck there. See how this big wagon's stuck in front of me now with the car behind him? It's similar to that, but say there's about 30, 40 cars. Now one of them eventually will move. That back car will reverse. But again, he's bumped into me. He won't pull forward till he's reversed. But if you're behind him and you can't go forward, you can't go backwards. You know, you just got to stay there till they sort themselves out. And they do eventually, but it does take time. Anyway, let's get a bit of lights on, seeing as it's gone dark on me. I don't need the I-beam on. Now I've gone green with my LEDs in the bedroom to match the inside of my truck. Even though you probably can't see the LEDs in the bedroom, because when the telly lights me up on camera, it knocks the LEDs out. But when it gets dark in the game, that's when the lights in the room help to illuminate me up, rather than the two cameras being totally in darkness. So now, I said yesterday I'd be changing the room over, but you know what? It's God's day of rest on a Sunday, and today was mine. Catched up on a bit of sleep, and to be fair, I think I needed it. So, all what I said yesterday about moving the rig out, doing the wires, all the cable management now, vacuuming the cushion, not the cushion, the actual mat that it sits on. Again, that's something you do anyway. As a bit of time, it picks up dust, and of course everything that is black attracts dust like there's no tomorrow. So
Finding a new route.
it's easy to manoeuvre this out. All I've got to do, or well, when I do it tomorrow, is unhook. I think it's 7 or 8 USBs. Again, with the cable management, pull them out, and that's detach the USBs, pull the unit out, vacuum it, gear the brush down, especially around the pedals. Again, I've noticed there gets a little bit of dust between the little plate and the actual pedals itself. So give them a vacuum, give them a wipe with a paintbrush. I think it's absolutely great to get into nooks and crannies with an old paintbrush, you know, not a one that's been used. I've got a paintbrush that's never been used, only a little one, but it just gets in, dusts the dust off, vacuum it up, jobs are good. But I say tomorrow, I've got some LED strips. I issue whether yet to put it round the telly. It's sound activated and sensitive, but as I've got my cushion, because the cushion gives out vibrations and a tiny little bit of noise, I'm tempted more to put it close to where the cushion is, and then the sensor, as you've got like the steel frame that goes around your chair, if I put the actual device switch on the chair itself, I can activate the buttons just down the side of my arm and change the lights as well. I have got an app for the phone, but when I'm doing certain jobs I can turn off all the lights and it sort of interacts with what noise it picks up, and them really good. I bought them off Amazon, and I kitted my other PC desk out with all LEDs anyway. I mean, it looks like a little light show when them all activated, and I got a couple of phones that I don't use, and what I did with it is put the software on both of the phones, the app, and then that way I did a little light show to sound, and again because of the sound is activated, and they do it look really good, but of course I did it in low quality, so that was only for my Instagram, which again, I have got an Instagram account for PC, Black Country Blitz PC Gaming, but I have got Facebook, I've got Twitch, and I've also got this here on YouTube. So, you know, you can either scroll to one of them, the descriptions in the links below, where you can find me on the big wide web. Oops, a daisy. A little bit of a rumble strip there, nothing too major. It ain't like some of the rumble strips I've gone over in the past. And I could do with a coffee. Anybody making one? Anyway, we're stuck behind the police. It's raining and I've got to overtake him. No dawdling tonight.
Keep left.
Looks probably familiar. We're driving out of Mexico, like we did driving into it last night. It was no border. Where's he going here? There was no border crossing. It's just a big sign that says "Welcome to Mexico." Now, if we got Mexico in Euro trucks, it looks a lot different. Where in the one I've got already, there is hills, but the textures, I said last night, the textures are totally different to it's EAA map are using Euro trucks for Mexico, and it's Viva Mexico in this, and I think it's just Mexico as well. There's two, I think. Oh, now I have to slow down because one, last night I tipped the wagon. I know, me bad. But I've changed all my physics settings. So, oh, here we go with this reverse. I keep catching the actual. Now I'm rolling. I keep catching the reverse gear. It's very sensitive, Fanatec gear shifter. You've only got to press slightly down and you're kicking your reverse gear. But as I was saying, I tipped the wagon last night. Not too far from where we just drove out of. I need to tip it, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful tonight because I've changed all the physics where the truck is very easy tippable, and these roads are your normal roads. Them sort of like bendy and they'll go like that, as you can see on these. This one ain't too bad. It was a wide bend, but it also was a wide bend with an angle. I hope where we're going now, you'll get to see where the hill climbs, and now you go up and it's like, whoa, I'll go up in there like that, and then I go down like that. It's like being on a fairground roller coaster ride, and it simulated in a truck. It's ever so good. I'll just get around this corner and disable my window wipers. There we go. I should take them back. Like I says, the window wipers are on all the while, so that way it don't I mean, the rain ain't on all the walls, so it don't annoy you. But it's constantly raining, just comes in and goes off, which is a good thing. It's the policeman, they waving us through today. Right, what time is it in game? Trying to find me clock. I have got one somewhere that tells me the time. Is it on my dashboard? Right, where am I? It's 6:10. I can see it. Right, let's get me speed 1 back on. Again, in this Mexican one, there's no sign showing what speed I should be going. So, you know, as long as the road's free, it ain't as dangerous. So I'll put my foot down. It makes up a bit of time for the places. Again, if there's something to see, then I'll slow down. But again, it's just open fields either side. There ain't a lot to see. Anymore what's behind me. So, you know, as you would in the real world, if you've got a clear run, make the use of it. And then that way we can get a lot more done in the streaming. And probably get a couple of jobs going tonight rather than just the one. Now you will hear sirens from the police. This is another mod that's been added. Cracking job. I said last night, it breaks up the game to hear something different than just your truck. Again, I would love to do a stream with a little bit of music on, but guess what, folks? I streamed one, and because the stream went wrong, excuse me, let me just have a good cough. That's better. Should have got me a bottle of water or something. Anyway, I got the radio on in the game very, very low, right? And I got a reggae station on. And you know what? Good old YouTube even sent me nice emails saying copyright for reggae records. That ain't even in mainstream, yeah? So, you know, you can't win with this copyright rubbish. Again, at the end of the day, it's a radio station. It's a game. I'm listening to it. Why for the hell of me can't we stream it and enjoy our gameplay? You as people that watch the games, though these people that have music make enough money from the sales of just buying the CDs. Well, they don't buy CDs, but you know, MP3 downloads. You know what I mean? All I want to do is have a little bit of fun in life. You know, I don't understand it. I mean, at the end of the day, it would make it a little bit better. Now, what I do like about Twitch is, yeah, you can play the music, but while the stream's going on, they'll allow the music, and of course they'll mute it if you are in the live stream, which again is better than nothing. But YouTube, you know what I mean? I don't know. It bugs me. YouTube want you to have people stay on their platform, and yet they do everything to sort of piss you off. There's no other way for it. You know what I mean? Which tends sometimes to make you think, well, do I really want to be on here? Do I really want to stay on YouTube? So if anybody from YouTube is watching, you know what I mean? And I ain't subscribing to this music lark where you want me to pay extra money. Yeah? How much? What gets me is with YouTube, right? People have uploaded albums and they stay on there. So why could I sit here gaming with a radio station that's playing somewhere across the net and stream it in one of the games that I've bought? So hey, if anybody from YouTube is watching this, please contact me and tell me why I could do that, and yet other people can upload. I mean, all these famous DJs, right? Do they pay copyrights to do their sets and then upload them to YouTube? Hey? I bet they do. So come on, hey? Give people like myself and small streamers that I'm trying to do something in their life a break for a change. Yeah? Gets me really, it does me head in. Anyway, I'll shut up waffling. But it does, if you know. I mean, I love to sit here and listen to the music, but nobody's seeing what I'm doing. If I've got to sit and do my game without no music, Sorry, do my game with music. Nobody's seeing the stream. Yeah, and I've had some good, 2 or 3 hour streams with a tiny bit of music just to break up, sitting here listening to the roar of an engine. That's like what I say with this police car now. It's something different, and that's what you need, something different in the game. Yeah. Now, when I'm playing on Truckers MP, I love to hear what parts of the game is busy. Yeah. So if you're playing and you're doing a big, long stream and you got a long journey on, the last thing you want to do is to go to a country in Euro trucks and then get somebody crash into you. Yeah. Because that part of the country's busy. Now what happens? This is a music station built for the game, yeah? So people, oh, can you hear? Yeah, can enjoy the game, find out what's going on, and yet what does YouTube do? Bang, see you fellas, copyrights. I think complete and utter arses, all of them. Now, I made a few mixes in my time. I used to be a mobile DJ here in the Midlands, and I did it for over 20 odd years or more. Now, I can make a mix, upload it to a website, so other people can enjoy what I've mixed, yeah? And there's no copyright laws, yeah? Now they pay whatever rights there is. So why can't a big multi-pound company like YouTube pay the rights, or give the people who make the records the rights, so we can stream a little bit of music in games? It would make a lot of sense. That way, everybody's a winner, But now, YouTube, just like Facebook, all they want is your money, yeah? Now, I don't stream a lot on YouTube, Facebook, due for the reason, until you've got X amount of subscribers, you ain't going nowhere, and your quality is 720p. Yeah? It's good enough to watch on a mobile phone, but, anybody with a decent sized monitor, and in my case 50-inch telly, who wants to watch a 2 or 3 hour stream, probably a good stream, with bad pixelated pictures, all because you ain't paying for it, yeah? Now then they'll send you a nice email saying, oh, by the way, if you give us a tenner, or £10 in money, you can reach 1,500 people, yeah? Why can't you reach that many people just by streaming your stuff? You're probably reaching whoever subscribed to you, and that's it, yeah? It does my head in now. I used to enjoy going on Facebook back in the day, 10 years or more. Facebook was a pleasure, yeah, until they got greedy, yeah? Same like YouTube. Code of this, you code of that, you know. So why do you want to be on your platform, yeah? Unless you've got the subscribers to help you get where you're getting, you can all read what these people say. Now there's a guy on the channel, do this, to this, to this, to get your channel better. I put some serious hours into this, as you can probably see, and again, I'm new to it, but I still put the time in and get nowhere. If I get 2 or 3 people look at my stuff, that's probably all I get at times, yeah? Can you win? I don't know. And you can watch all these people that says, oh, if you do algorithms, you're going to get this. I can sit here all day looking at that shite. But, like anything in life, I will persist and carry on doing what I'm doing. If people enjoy it, then that's all good. If people don't enjoy it, well, I can only do my best. And that's, all I'm trying to do, folks. I mean, all this new driving lark is just over 6 months old to me. I mean, I started with the Logitech, I've now updated to the Fanatec gear. Again, not to be better than anybody else, but certain games are more demanding. I mean, this ain't a demanding game. If you've never played it, this is a relaxing game. But when you're racing, again, I'm the best of the racer. But the Logitech were doing it for me. So I thought, you know what, bugger it. Life's too short. Let's get some decent equipment. Let's do something about it, and let's enjoy the games that I've bought to play. And of course, that's all I'm trying to do now, is just share my gameplay with you. You know, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, then, you know, what can I do? I'm only going to try my best and improve. Again, some of the races I've done since I've had the Fanatec wheel, I'm a lot better. I'm staying on the tarmac a lot more, where before my dad passed away, he used to come and sit with me for a few hours. He was terminally ill with cancer. Again, knocks me. I wish we could have done father and son stuff, but it ain't gonna happen. But you know, he used to say to me, "You're supposed to drive on the tarmac and not on the grass." You know, and we'd have hours just sitting there watching me drive. You know, I wish now he could see what I've got sat in now. My old man would have loved it. Again, they always say God always takes the best ones first. But right. And don't start me on cancer. Hey, I tell you what, I don't care who it offends, but people that shake a cancer tin at me, they can stick it as far up their arse as possible. I wouldn't give this country another penny towards cancer, anything. Yeah, it's just like any other charity. Hey, I keep seeing it on national television and on these preview channels. Give £3 a week to kids in Africa. Yeah, they've been doing that for the last 20, 25 years. And the kids have still got no better off. Who's having this fucking money? Now I've swore. Who's having this money? Because them kids are having it. If they got it, we still got to give them £3 a month. Yeah. I talked to one of the highest professors at Birmingham to do with cancer. He's a professor, not a doctor, a professor. Yeah. And when they call, give your answers. Then what chance have we got? Yeah. My dad took a trial drug for cancer, for lung cancer. You know what? What cancer that killed my dad? It was a freaking trial drug. Yeah? And up till my dad took this trial drug, my dad was fine. As soon as he took the trial drug, within a month my dad's illness deteriorated. Within a month. Yeah? Now that's your trial drug. And people say, you know, I've read it. Marijuana kills cancer. Or cured my cancer. I said this to a doctor, a professor, and a professor's understood it. Yeah? Oh, we could do, now he tell you this and he tell you that and to tell you that. Well, hey, so much for your trial drug, because that day we're fucking neither. Hey, my dad's 6 foot under now, thanks very much, government.
Go straight on.
I mean, if they got a cure tomorrow, I'd give him all the money I've got. But nah, I'd rather give my charity money to the air ambulance, because you know what, your government don't support it, just like the RNNI. Government don't support charities like that, where I might need them. Yeah, if I was diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, I'd just want to die of it. I wouldn't want no treatment, no chemo, no radium, no nothing. I would not let them poison me and be a guinea pig for this country and this world at all. No way. What I've seen with my old man. Anyway, I'm off that one now. But it just knocks me. Anyway. But it would have been nice for me and my old man to enjoy this. I love watching Mark Armstrong's streams with him and his dad. I think it's absolutely great, the bond father and son have got, you know. Mark's a lot younger, Dad's, you know. But I think it's great. I watched him dad play Wreckfest. You know, absolutely fantastic to watch them both. And me and my old man, before he got really poorly, had planned this. I mean, as soon as he took one look at my Logitech wheel, I'm going to buy me one of them. You know, I put all stuff on my PC for my dad to do photos as well. That was something else my dad wanted to do. I've got an old Canon 60D. I got uptune lenses for my dad. I even put him all the software on. He got too ill to even go on his own PC. This is the PC I'm on now. He got to the stage where he couldn't even sit at a PC, never mind enjoy the last years after retiring. Right. Just shows you work all your life and what for. Nothing what all. You know. And that's when they say life ain't worth worrying over anytime. I mean, you got all this nonsense now with Brexit. Couldn't give a toss. I really couldn't, because none of them. More the same. Whatever Prime Minister gets in, whatever. Yeah. Couldn't care less. They're gonna affect my life. Okay, it might affect if I order something from abroad because I got to pay more tax. Because greedy Brexit, they're gonna let England get away with it. But that's about all. I couldn't care less about Brexit, and I couldn't care less about MPs neither. I don't live in my world. I don't have to do what I do, and like majority, I have to struggle in life. I don't struggle for nothing. I'm all full of bullshit because every time, oh, we're going to do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. People forget people. People that pulling strings that we don't even know about. That's ones who rule these worlds. Ones who just sit back, let somebody else take the shit, and they ain't pulling the strings. Not we. Not the MPs. People in higher places. Hey? And that be a word to them. Whoever they are, we're all going to end up in a box or cremation. So whatever you're doing now to mess up this world, that make no difference. You all shit and piss and breathe the same as me, like everybody else. I'm on one tonight, man. Just I hate the world at times. Hey, what happened to I'm a free person? As long as you don't hate nobody, which I don't. We don't murder nobody. Keep myself to myself, do what I do, and then the rest of the world still wants to mess your life up. So you could just live an happy life. My ideal dream would to be have an internet connection, have an island on my own, enough food, enough water, and anybody that wants to live on the island and be, you know, just normal, without being greedy or, you know, wanting to kill me or anything, then fine. But I want the money to buy my own island and say, right, this belongs to me, and I don't abide by your stupid laws. Yep. I come into this world with nothing, so why have you got to listen to all their bullshit all the way through your life? Hey? I'd love to meet these people who get up in the morning and tell me what I've got to do with my life. I would love to challenge them and say, well, what gives you the right to choose what I've got to do? What makes you so fucking important? Yeah. But you could get to meet them people. Anyway. I'm sure them lights was on green when I went through. Oh, it shows a big sat nav view. See where we am. Again, on a journey like this, 46 hours. Could take an hour or two. I'm back on these bumpy roads like last night. If you watch the stream sometime today, you'll notice that on these cracked roads tend to get a bit more bounciness. Again, time is it's just gone 12 o'clock at night, so we've got a few hours now before it gets light where there's less traffic That's to do with the traffic mod I've got on. It spawns more traffic during the day again, normal. Now because he's taking his time and I can pull away a little bit faster, I'm gonna, again he has got 2 trailers so I've only got the one. I'm just gonna pull away from him, and if the road's clear
Go straight on.
and great, gone back onto less gravelled tarmac, we can try and make a bit of distance up. Again, there is a little bit of force feedback in my wheel. I like to feel like the wheel's doing some kind of stuff. Otherwise, as I said last night and probably the night before, I tend to nod off to sleep depending on how long you've streamed. The longer you stream, the more tired you get, I think. And I won't. So far so good, there's no vehicles on my road. Waving a little bit. Getting that 18th gear, get my 2 hands on, and away we go. Now again, I don't know what's happened, whether I've knocked the setting off to tell me the speed limits of the road, or there's none of this on these roads. Garfield's agreeing with me. No, 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 you know. As he wobbles his head. Oops. Yeah, I'm still in Mexico, I think. I could be wrong. If anybody is from Mexico watching this stream, because you never know. With the power of the internet, people from all over the world, all walks of life, could be watching this. Welcome to Black Country Blitz. And as we say, PC gaming. Again, probably going a little touch fast, but the game slows us down enough when we hit daylight, and of course you get more flow of traffic on the road, so I'm trying to make up distance of a night, less traffic, a bit faster speeds. Again, it's a freeway, so they a lot to see, folks. And I do try and drive even safe at higher speeds. As I said, watching that back truckers, they sort of do the same thing, and I've been doing it ever since I've started streaming, playing Euro trucks, and especially American trucks. As if you've never seen this game before, and a lot of you have, it's more barren playing American trucks, more open, you know, big highways, back roads. I mean, this is sort of like a deserty kind of texture. So, you know, and it goes on and on and on and on. And we might have to pull into this weighbridge, waiting for the thing to pop up and say, you know, why is he just slowing me down to virtually nothing? This is what I call we're doing with. He's just stopped for what we stopped for. There's nothing there. I see something I can't see, because I can't see a thing. So we're driving, doing a decent speed, and then boom, down to nothing. But again, if I've got to pull into this weighbridge, should come up any minute now, whether I've got to pull in. Don't look like it's going to happen. And I cool thing, for the love of me, why them 2 cars actually stopped just dead. Again, I've had no warning to say pull into the weighbridge. He's doing the same, so I'm going to get out of here. I have no idea why these I'm pulling up. You got all these trucks parked up for the night. Again, I disable that. where you got to sleep. Otherwise, it tends to make your journeys times lost. Now we've got an accident up here, and it's just on the brow of an hill, so let's try and get up this hill a bit. And which side of the road is this on? Again, so it's more lane I can stay in this one as we work our way up this hill. Now he's going to slow down, and hopefully this have enough speed just to coast up here. Trust it to be an accident on the brow of an hill. Struggle like anything. I have done the last 2 nights streaming this American trucks now with these added on maps, because these hills Evil Knievel. But I'm happy to say I got up that one pretty well. Looks like we're turning right here. Sometimes it's hard to make out the map due to the red and green and yellow.
Get ready
Yep.
to turn right.
Again, any one of these little tiny road bumps, nothing major. You can just about feel that to me, that ain't even a sensation. It's just a little tiny bump, which is nothing. And I'm more over than I was. And that swung that lovely. And I've come to the conclusion, unless I find a road that's got that any really bad textures, I don't think there's many in these maps. If later on I'll do a stream on Euro, and I'll just do the EAA map, and we'll go to the Mexican part of the Euro. Now these is different. This is what I like. Again, uneven road, a little bit of an uneven road, but look at these bends and twists. You know, you've got to get your speed right. You know, you can't come tear horsing round these corners, can you? You know, because if you've got the physics set up like I've set it up, where you've got nothing to stabilise the cabin or the truck or trailer, yeah, you're most vulnerable with it. So you've really got to think, well, you know, do I want to keep going back to having the truck repaired, damaging the trailer even more? And again, if you're just starting out with the game, you ain't going to make much money, and you ain't going to be furthering your game even better. And these new maps and challenging, I love these kind of roads. That is one hell of a bend. That ain't your normal. You know, the bends in this game normally and tight, but they are as tight as this. This is absolutely superb. I mean, it looks like we're going around a mountain, was it? Could be again. They've really done a good job. I give credit to people that put themselves out to make others enjoyment. And again, remember folks, these people don't get paid for this, they do it for the love of it. Which is, you know, nobody's had to pay to get these new maps. So, you know, I mean, sometimes they might go wrong, or there might be an error, or a road not connected. But, you know, always let the people know that I've made it. You know, nobody's perfect. And I've gone back to mods where they worked, and people have modded this, and you've done this, and you've done that. They tend to forget that the people that make the game, which is CSC software, if they do an update, then that mod might not be compatible with the new update. It's no good blaming the person that's made the mod. You know, You could keep changing mods every 2 minutes when the manufacturer of the game updates their game. You know, you got people from Pro Mods, Truckers MP. They have to change everything for our enjoyment. When CSC, now CSC are doing that 136 update. Again, it's out on beta. Now that's going to disrupt this game for quite a bit. Again, I don't know if the people that make Pro Mods are already one step ahead, you know, but they've just integrated with Truckers MP, so you can now do Pro Mods as well as Truckers MP all in the one game, rather than losing thing. I think it's great. I really do. It'd be lovely if I could just come all together. Imagine it, you know, all the people that make the different mods for both games come together with CSC software and make the ultimate of ultimate driving games. I mean, imagine adding American to Euro. Again, I know they can do, you know, more with having the two games and splitting them. But you imagine doing that, having Europe and all the mods and everything for like the Euro side, and then having all what's available out for America. Yeah. Oh, what hell of a map would that be? Again, probably the game would be a lot bigger, and of course a lot more taxing on your PC. But if you look at some of these other games, I mean, I've got some racing games. I'll take it as an example. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Geez, that kills my PC. Absolutely kills it, and that's just AI cars. 26 cars, I call run all 26. Again, this is on this PC.
Keep right.
But I think I'd struggle on the other big one. You know, iRes. Now, as I've said for this, I've had to lower the textures for Euro. So I can stream it. I mean, I'm alright recording it at 4. Again, it is recording at 4K, and I'm streaming at 4K. So if I knock the resolution down to say 26 by 1440, then again, that ain't that much of a loss, and I might get away with upping the quality to higher texture rates. But you know, is anybody looking and going, oh, that's a little bit pixelated there, and I don't think you would be. You know, different if you're making I don't know, like I say, a promotion video. You want that to be the highest quality that you can do. So of course, if you ain't streaming it, you're just recording it, you can do that. And it would do that at the 60 frames 4K without no cameras on or anything else, no internet browsers open, or anything like that. I've still got my Logitech wheel, and I would do anything like that on my other PC because I've got more resources on that. More RAM, M.2 drives, you know, where this has none of them. The most it's got on is a 10 terabyte hard drive, like a book. But again, that had my games on before, so basically I took it from my other PC and just connected it to this one, rather than installing all the games again. And it's probably, that's something else, probably one of the best things I bought. Now where are we going? United States of America, so this must be the border for America. Now this is good. ETOL, and I never checked to see if it's open. And again, totally different. So we've paid 25, I don't think that's dollars, cents, I assure, to come through here. And again, bit similar how I entered Mexico. This might be a bump. No, it won't. We'd expect that to be a ramp. Will this be one? I think this might be one. just slow down just in case. No, unless I went across that really slow. Now we speed limits have come back. So with the Mexican side of the map, they've put now speed limits on. You can see the speed limit there is indicating 20 miles an hour. As I do miles per hour, which I'm used to. No, I ain't got a clue. Oh, no Gales, wherever that is in America. Never heard of it till now. Again,
Go straight on.
love these building details. Oops. Trying to pull away in 7th, couldn't do it. That's gonna change with this. Yep. It's good that signpost there for 35 miles an hour, and then I thought, is it gonna change? Is it gonna stop at 25? But now as soon as I passed it, the indicator come up on the sat nav as 35 miles an hour. So that's all good that. And again, no, we're coming up to 45 miles an hour, so you know, I do tend to stay with the speed limit if I can see it. Again, it's still night time, it's 3:30 or just after 3:30 in the game, so I do want to try and make a bit of ground up before the morning. If this freeway, or I don't know if it's a dual carriageway or we're still on a freeway, again, I've gone up to 75 miles an hour. So that's ample now for we to build the speed up. Metric signs in use. So no idea what that means.
Go straight on.
Now with him turning off there now, it's just giving me one clear run by the looks of it. Again, must start slowing down for that bit of a bad bend we're coming up towards. Yeah. I think that says route, yeah, it's route 19. Again, I ain't sure whether them and as there would be in the real world, but something new to me. Now is that one vehicle up front? Yeah, just about making my. That's the bad thing, of course, is headlights, whether it's texture eye coming yet. Now I can just see his headlights as we're coming up this bit of an hill. But again, tackling this at 79 miles an hour, so we am a little bit over the speed limit, but I know I'm going to get up the hill. I ain't going to struggle. I ain't lost no speed yet. Again, that oil tank has just come over, so hopefully I'll be out of the climb enough just to roll up this little bit. Again, he slowed straight down. Now El Paso, we drove through here the other night, so we have drove down this road before. Downtown, yeah, these are signs. Now we had a detour around this 6th Avenue last night, driving into Mexico. Again, we're doing the streams every night and leaving off
And then exit
where I went from the night previous. It's sort of like a carry on, so that's what I intend to do. I don't play this in the day, so if I do 1 or 2 streams per night on America, wherever we leave off at the end of the night or at the end of the stream, that's where I'll pick up
left.
again the next time I stream the game. Like with Euro and American, I've only got the one account. Well, I could make multiple accounts, you know, and have like, I should have done it with Euro, just had Euro on its own for when you're just doing Euro jobs. so I can do me welder trucks, and then just add a single one doing the the EAA map. But again, sometimes you get both jobs, so you get a job that'll take you from
Go
Europe
straight on.
straight over to the EAA, which again, it's a bit of both, so you know, just to give you a little bit of variety on here. I mean, tonight, if I don't feel tired, I want to have a few hours or an hour doing F1, have a change of wheel, and have a couple of hours on F1 2019. I played it for a bit. I ain't done nothing in my career mode, so whatever I'm at, what stage I'm at, I can't even remember what track I'm at. And when I do that as well, I tend to do the whole lot. So I do the practice sessions, lead it up, then a qualifier, and then I have it open for 5 laps of whatever circuit I'm at. Now again, that's the only game where I leave the race line on. I can't afford to take the race line off just yet. For all the other racing games, Assetto Corsa Competizione, Project Cars 2, FAI trucks game, there's no racing lines. I took them all off, and again, I played none of them as such. Again, Assetto Corsa, you can only make your own. The career mode ain't that good on that, but I am working my way through that career mode on Assetto Corsa. Again, something I never did with the Logitech, but again, since moving up, now to be fair, I am stuck on my career mode on Assetto Corsa. It's like a buggy I'm driving. Again, manual gears, using the gear shifter. Again, something I never did on the Logitech. Always seem to use cars with paddles on the steering wheel, and I found it, again, my friend said, you know, you'll find it's a lot easier doing these games with the gear stick rather than using the paddle. Again, some cars you're restricted on using a gear stick in your car. I found most of like the racing kind of type cars you're restricted, but on this buggy it's a little bit in your face. Slight touch of the acceleration, you skid across the roads. I have talked to the people that tweak the car, again, not understanding how a race car works. Again, no description. Again, I have done a little bit of research, but not enough for me to think, so that's why it needs this tweaking and that tweaking.
Go
I mean,
straight on.
had a bit of help from Fanatec by putting their force feedback settings for the wheel, and of course the recommended force feedback in settings for the game, as I used to use a third-party plugin which I can add on for Assetto Corsa. Again, it's free, but you can donate to open it up fully, and which I did. I've got it on anyway. I think it's called Assetto Corsa Content or something like that, where with another bit of software you can set profiles for whatever wheel you've got. So of course it gives you like a graph of what your wheel does. Again, I did try it on here, but since putting the Fanatec recommended settings in, I've had no problems with any of the feedback. Actually, I'm enjoying the force feedback I'm getting with what Fanatec recommend in the driving games that I've got so far. I mean, I've helped to configure my F1, my Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa Competizione. Of course, there's no settings for any feedback settings for American trucks and Euro, but again, I'll put my own in. Again, everybody's different, that's the good thing. Some like put a bit of force feedback and a bit of twitchiness. Others, you know, I wouldn't bother. Me personally, like I said, it's only to stop me thinking, you know, when your wheel's going. wakes you back up again. Because me personally, I get that engrossed in these games that before you know it, you've done 2 or 3 hours, probably longer, in one game, and you don't realise it. Especially when I'm playing Euro trucks and American trucks, I can play for hours, and you know. Oh boy, have I died to death here. Right, I'm going to get back in this, well, I was going to get back in that lane. And if I caught, I'll get over while I can. I've lost me speed. Again, we've all been up here last night, or we drove down it, San Simon, but we did do a 60-hour trip. Again, adding a little bit more faster. I think eventually it was a 46 hours, so, or 40 odd hours. It shows at the end of the stream. I left the information that shows up when you've done a job, and I think we gain 20 hours in driving time, putting my foot down when I can. Again, like now, it's a 75 mile road, I'm only doing 55 again. I did mess up with my gear, so I lost my power, but again, I tend to notice we don't slow down for little cities and stuff like, or towns where you're doing Euro, you automatically drop in speed.
Go straight up.
Oops. Again, it's a time of day where we're up against a little bit of traffic now. What is it? 7 o'clock in the morning, so again, rush hour traffic. The world's waking up in America in the game. So now it's gonna resist us on how fast we can go. We've got obstacles, so again, like I said, when it's dark, less traffic, that's the time when I make up the time. And it's nice now, you can see all these little textures. Now I did find some new textures on the Steam workshop, but I was told that they don't do no good. So again, natural looks are available for America yet. I think I've heard through the grapevine that I'm going to try and do it, or it's either natural looks or is it Pro Mods I'm going to do something for American trucks. Again, that would be great. So imagine the maps we've already got and Pro Mods start to go in again and do something for America. Again, I am going to dabble in trying to put Pro Mods on, but I'm going to wait for this 136 update to come out first with CSC, see what changes Pro Mods do and Truckers MP, and then when everything's done by them, then that way go and download it and then add it to the EA map and everything else what I've got. And of course, what other DLCs come our way. Because with a game like this and the... Oops. Oh, if I started the engine. I keep forgetting I've changed the settings back to where I've got to manually start my engine now rather than it be just automatic. Again, something I could never do before. And where's he going? Another thing I found, and I found this early this morning, just after the stream I did. I didn't know that Assetto Corsa was moddable. Hey! So I found a page with some modded cars. Again, I've got to find out how to put them in. I suppose it's just like everything else. Put your cards in your mod folder, and of course they probably show. But I found a Volkswagen vehicle, so if I can do it, neighbouring in an old-fashioned Beetle, because I love that circuit, neighbouring. I mean, it's got all the challenges you could ever wish for. Again, I bought all the DLCs for Assetto Corsa, as some of you already know in the previous streams. I had a bit of a nightmare when I first got the game, but now I'm absolutely loving it. Again, I don't play enough of it. As I've always said, there ain't enough hours in the day for me to do what I'd like to do. I need 24 just for the morning, you know. And again, when my days are quiet and I've got nothing to do, that's when I'm doing more of the gaming, more of the streaming. Of course, like everything else, when you've got other things to do with your time, then I try and stream as much as I can. As I said, I'm going to try and get into a routine, so people that follow the channel know today's is going to be like Euro. Again, I don't think I'd schedule Euro trucks and American trucks, because I stream these two games more than anything. And again, I could do these every day. One stream for American, one stream for Euro. But like say, like Monday, today's going to be mainly Assetto Corsa. Tuesday, you know, blah blah blah, all being well, will be another game, and so on, across the 7, and again as well as the daily Euro truck and the daily American. And then that way, you know where you all am. I mean, I've filled out them scheduled games, and to me nobody takes no notice. I left a comment, still nobody's ever commented back on it. So, you know, I think the more you put into the channel, sometimes it still gets no replies, so, but I'm going to try. Anyway, even Garfield says, oh yes, yes. Anyway, nice to see tonight more traffic on my side of the road than have traffic on the other way, and then this one be empty. For me, that ain't realistic. If one freeway's congested with traffic and then your side's got 1 or 2 cars on it, looks even. It looks more on my side than on theirs, so I like that. Because again, one of these is definitely going to pull out in me in a minute and bring me to a halt, or slow me right down. It's bound to happen, and it's bound to happen when I'm trying to go up an hill. Yeah, here we go, little bit of an hill climb, and that red car just has to pull out, and he ain't going to pull away. He's going to drive as slow as possible, regardless of what I've got in a bigger truck, trailer on the back. He thinks, sod you, mate, you'll wait for me. Again, I could have crushed him. I don't know. I wonder, I'd hate to be a proper truck driver in America with people like what you know, pull out on you while you've got such a big vehicle, and of course with the big loads they carry. Or any truck driver for that matter, whether it's in America or in Europe or in our country or in the UK, it must be terrible for them when people, other car drivers cut them off and that. It's bad enough when somebody cuts you up in a car, never mind something with how much weight these carry. Gotta be scary, because these don't stop on a 2p piece. They do. Where the car will stop a lot quicker. I mean, it should be 75 mile, I'm doing an 80, but it's only because this road's barely quiet. I mean, this bit stretches here anyway. I've got to make up the speed while I can. Again, I will slow down at certain points. If it's a bad bend like now, I can see roads. I seen that diamond. So you know something's going to happen. These more going to try and pull over. Go on. I'll let you go, mate, as well. Because I'm feeling generous today. Right. How do you get a plane on a freeway? But nothing amazes me on this game. We get a light aircraft on this one. We get a proper full-size jet on Euro trucks. No, it's the next one I'm leaving. So I'm going up and over. Something's happening because the helicopter's in the air.
Right, and then exit right.
Can always guarantee something's happening when you see an helicopter.
Exit right.
Yeah, there you go. There's the accident. But of course we're avoiding it by going up here. Again, there's no slip road. Is that? There is. I'm going to go straight across. He's dawdling in this wagon. So I've got the speed to just carry on. Again, 75-mile road. I'm going to go straight into 18th gear and keep it there if I can. Again, we're leaving again. Indicating to the right. Where are we heading? Almagorda or something like that. Or Gordy.
Keep right.
Oh. Yep, that was a bit of a bad bend. Again, you can feel the sway of the truck, and of course you can see how it leans over. You think, right, it's going to go in a minute. That was just how it was last night. And again, any difference was, I'm aware of it now, where last night I hadn't tipped it that far before. So just I braked just a little, nothing too major, and took my foot off the accelerator, which helps. Oi oi, where we have a rocket. Again, don't know where it is. We do see some weird and wonderful things in the game. Right, I'm going to get in this slower lane. I because that's where the police car's coming up. So game chance to overtake. And sit behind him. And get into 17th. 18th gear when I've just got over the brow of this hill. Another rocket. Again, I too sure where we am on the map. With some could be Cape Canaveral. I got a clue. You know, I'm just thinking out the box. Or where they let off the shuttles and rockets in America. That could be where we am in the world, in the game. I don't really want to pause the map, because then again it lets me know how far we am from a destination. And of course, if you follow the streams regularly, I only do that if I need to be going out somewhere and to finish the stream. So basically, we know where we are when we get there. Now I have to go into that weighbridge. It's even a weighbridge. I'm going to get in this lane because I'm all trying to pull out. So rather than being a pain, he can pull out and I can carry on. Oh, they slow me down to a complete standstill. Nearly then. But I was ready for you, Mr. Sports Car. Just about. Right, junction 54. Again, El Paso's here. And it looks like we're going up this road to El Paso. But it ain't at these traffic lights. It's up. I can see it's just over the traffic lights where we're going to be going. So, quick vape. Look at all these trucks, man, turning on each other. The lights are on red. Come on then, dude. Put your foot down. Where's he going in this white? Far before he can stay there.
Keep right.
Here we go. No, it says we've got a ramp. Ramp and a set of traffic lights. Okay.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Well, I don't know where the ramp was. Artisoy. Is that how you pronounce it? Sounds like it, Artisoy. I've never heard of it. Again, somewhere new for me. Anyway, them lights have changed. And there we go again. Nice. You can tell it's either the graphics card's overheated or you got that shimmer of heat. I got that on that building over the back. Yep, there we go with my railway crossings. Looks like it's shimmering, that power station, in the heat. As it would in the real world, if it's really hot outside. I mean, 28 Celsius. That's what it says on my dashboard. 12:15 on your day. In the games. And that probably looks like we're driving to the town of Arkansas. And then turning left at the end of it. How are we doing for diesel? Half a tank, so we've got a petrol station coming up. So, you know what'll happen there, folks?
Keep left.
I shall be filling up as per usual. Here we go. And just as I roll in, the traffic lights change. Right, we're more pulling. And we get here. And it's all good. Well, it's coming up for 11 o'clock here in the UK on this Sunday night. You just joined my stream. Welcome to Black Country Blitz BC Gaming. I'm doing Euro trucks, American trucks, with about 4 other extended maps, as well as the base games DLCs for the rest of the maps that come with American trucks. We've got a 40 odd hour journey on at the moment. We're so far through it. Again, ain't sure how long we got left of this journey, but just going to carry on anyway. I don't think there'll be a lot. Anyway, I might have to change lanes to do this petrol station if it allows me. Yep, and we'll drive in.
Go straight on.
I'm going to get me some diesel first, love.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. When possible, make a U-turn.
I just love this that woman. When possible, make a U-turn. When possible, let me just fill up a diesel first and then we can do all the manoeuvres later. How's about that, love? This is bad enough riding this wagon. Right, I'll use petrol pump bit 1. And we'll fill up. So getting used to my configuration of the buttons now. Best thing I ever did, I've only got to do the same with Euro. So both wheels will match. And ignition. And away we go again. Right, lower the gear. Now we've got to make sure that I do it this, so I'm going to reverse a bit. Matter of fact, I'm actually reversed totally out of here. That way I don't hit nothing. No petrol pumps. I should be able to swing this straight round. Yeah, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, where's the exit? Here we are. Couldn't get no better than that, folks. All we gotta do now is have these cars allow us to pull out, so I can just see past my lovely little lady in the cabin. I can see him coming up. Oops. And again, with my way. Hey. Now you know what it feels like to be in charge of a wagon. Hey. Especially with that tracking on. That was, you know, that's what does it for me. Yeah, I needed that little bit where, as I said, Track IR's got the 6 motion. When you do X, Y and Z, and I think it's Z on the setting, what makes you go forwards and backwards. I need to apply a little bit more of that, but of course the further I get away, everything goes further back, and of course when I push forward, when I go forward, everything comes closer. So I tell you what, I'm going to do that now and just show you. Well, I can't show you because it won't show on the stream, but it's just how quick I can change that setting on the fly. So give me a second. I've just got to jump into the eye tracking software, which is Track IR, and just change that to the free view. And right, it's X, so I'll come down to X and the lines are only little, and I'm just going to extend that upwards, and it's just subtle, but you will see a bit of a difference. I might not have got it perfect. So to test that, now he's in the game, I can't really see much difference at the moment. That truck will have to wait, as you know who I am. I'm going to extend that across a bit more, and I'm going to lift it up a bit higher, and the higher I lift it up, it should extend me out more, even more. Yep, and see how quick we do it now. So I can see around the corner more. I don't know why he's popping his horn. Ah, here we go, stalled it again. And that, folks, is just how quick you can change the settings with this Track IR. Can it get any better than that? Nah. I mean, Toby eye tracking, I'd still be arsing about with the settings. Now, if I go, everything comes up really close, But that now, love this game. Now if I should go back, I think, hold on, let me try it. No, it does when I go forward though. It makes me go a lot quicker than I was previously. I just wondered then, am I still going the right way? You never know, do you? Ah, there they. The jars of YouTube. Take your eyes off what you're doing, eh? And the chance to make yourself look a complete and utter noob. Anyway, it's a 65 road. We're just trying to get it up now to do the 65 mile an hour. Now we have drove down this road before. I'll call it like a Christmas road with our. It looks like snow and how it tastes like representing like a desert kind of texture. It looks like somebody's got icing sugar and gone all over the grass. Get it reduce speed ahead. Right, okay. To 45, we can do that. Or even down to 30, see? I don't want you driving through their city super mega fast. Again, you get to see what's there. Burger, them having a beer or a barbie. Oh, gone. 1 petrol station, 3 petrol station, 1, 2.
Go straight on.
Ooh. And of course you have to stop at the red lights. Hey, you can never get a petrol station and there's 4 in one place. I just text the Peterbilt when you go find one when you need one. But again, with these, it'll take a bit more time now for that diesel to disappear. Anyway, back to 45, 55. Don't know what that is. Couldn't read it neither. Oh well. Must be something of importance. Nah, if I'm correct myself, I think I drove down here and there was an horse in the middle of the road that had come out one of them paddocks. Again, I wasn't sure whether the horse would make the wagon crash, so of course that's on the stream. I went round the horse. Because you never know in this game what will. And again, you don't want to kill the horse there, you know. Alright, that's a sign report drunken driving. No, I'm clear on that. Right, bit of grass through the texture. Rocks that side. Some new kind of road here. Ooh, bit wide on that bend. I was just going to say there's no trains, and then look what appears. Another train. Right. Vehicles on my side. And we got a few up and down hills, so try and get the speed up so I can at least time to get up them. Then there's nothing in my way. How he is with his fantastic flying machine. Now hopefully I can get either past these 2 vehicles. Oh my days. Look where this has to stop. On the brow of an hill. Can you? Adam and Eve it. Oh dear. Oh well. Brakes them on. Scratch one's eye. Ah dear. Don't move my head tracking. I thought I'd knock my head cracking then. Now where's that buzz going? Now that buzz knows that the road's closed, right? So what's he do? Did I say you could go? Go on then. Now why has it stopped there? Now it's blocked up all the traffic. You call reverse. Nothing can get in front of it, behind it. Because I had crashed into the bus. That's how it looks like. That bus down shift, when them red lights change, I'm going to have to go round the grass to get round the bus. As you will see. But we got to wait for the red lights to change. And I shall just make my way around it. So that way he can reverse without hitting me. So come on lights, do your thing. Hey. Let him give me a toot on my horn. That's really bad, that horn is. Right, as I said, he ain't going nowhere. Haha. And that's what it causes, yeah. So now you've got all these vehicles coming down. So rather than me sit there, because that ain't going to change, that's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Up the grass. I broke no rules because the lights was on green for me to go. But that bus driver, I got that kind of mentality to do what I've just done. And stop a big pile up of cars. So it's things you have to do, Anyway, back on our journey. Just coming up at 11:10 here on this Sunday night. Black Country Blitz, live and direct in America. And as we say, a black country bloke stuck in a truck, touring America, one state and destination at a time.
Go straight on.
I thought that was an island then. I was going to say. There's a lot of people dropping a lot of paint around here. And then wait. That airplane seems to be following me. Right, it's coming up for 4 o'clock in the game. 55 road and I'm doing 60, so just a little bit fast. Nothing too major. And all being well, we should get an excellent with this trailer. Because 1, I've hit nothing. 2, I tipped it like last night. Yet. So I'm looking to get a excellent. Not that it really matters, just for our own preference. So you think, well, that's it. Yeah. Delivered that trailer, all good. Oh! As he says, I've hit nothing, so he hits the bloody sign. Oh well. And nearly hits that wagon. Oh, and he stalls it as well. That's good. Right, gears. Try that again, shall we? Right, what's they all staying here for? Right, there red lights. No, it's just a junction. Right, I must get into the left lane because we're turning left. As you can see on the sat nav. This must be rush hour tea time travel. 4:30 in the afternoon. Everybody trying to go home. Oh, please pull into the Wayne station. I'm here for
Keep
real.
left and then turn left.
Oh well, if I must.
Turn left.
I'll abide by the rules of the game.
Make a U-turn.
Right. Okay, happy now, game? Right. And to be fair, it's only basically straight over the road once I've turned the truck round. Oh, we tell you that much. Just now, getting out of this junction with all this traffic in front, that's going to be the test. Is anybody going to be nice and let us out? Because
Go straight on.
I'm going to be poking my nose, blocking one lane off, as you do. Otherwise you'll be sitting here hours. Now that car might do me the favour and stop. Yep, it does. I'm going to use that to my advantage. And how about that, eh? 2 lanes of traffic. Again, there's no way to thank him, so I'm going to get my toot on my own, eh? Question is now, can I get up this little bit of an hill climb? And this is exceedingly awkward moment. Yeah, no danger. Train tracks for days. Right, let's get to 7th gear. Have a look at the signs. Santa Rosa, wherever that is. I've heard of it. I ain't got a clue what part of America it's situated in, but I have heard of it. Route 54. I'm assuming that's what that is. Or could have that been the speed limit? It's one of the two. Again, this deserty barren land. I only wish that the computer generated vehicles had react here. So like when you do Truckers MP, you pop up the other wagons and they'll pop back. I wish there was that interaction. Again, I don't know how CSC or anybody would integrate that kind of effect into the game, but that would be so, you know, if you went, not that one, that one, you know, and then that wagon would pop back as if to say, alright mate, I've seen you, blah blah blah, fella trucker, sort of thing. Alright, we're going to go around him and risk it. Hopefully one will have enough power and none of these computer generated cars, because mine ain't. Due to the low settings, it takes a little bit for them to swarm in, as that will appear on my screen. That was lucky. There's 2 coming down now. I've just about made that before having to sit behind him, going super slow. Now I'm doing 65 and a 55. Again, trying to still make up time. Let's see if I can get
Keep right and then turn right.
another job on and make another stream. Then so be it.
Turn right.
Again, I ain't gonna be just pulling out of here. Listen busy here. As we turn right.
Keep right.
I'm actually, oh, don't turn right. Just gotta keep right. Is it traffic lights? No, I'm going round here. So I'm actually bypassing it. No, there. I thought that said no entry for me then. I was gonna say, where am I gonna go if I can't go up here? The other way. Oh, come on, any signs on these traffic signs? Santa Rosa, exit only.
Keep left.
Highway 40. Again, nothing there. Love to know what all them, I'm like 54 and something else, what was on that sign there. Anyway, let's get with speed up because things are going to be trying to overtake me. I'm going too slow for the road. Should be a 75-mile road and I'm doing 40 like them. There's no care in the world. Now would I be right in thinking that this is Route 40? With a big sign of 40, I'm assuming it would be. No wait. Again, rest areas now apply. Just about getting that speed up now, so hopefully nothing will slow us down and bring us to a standstill, but hey, this is a very good truck, saying anything can happen, though you dare pull out. Always makes me wary when I'm coming to junctions like that, thinking, well, hey, am you going to pull out on me? I'm going to, see. Just when I thought, right, we'll have a clear run now with a bit of speed. Although that green car I slowed down, so that's a bonus. As I slams in that gear. Oops. Switching across the road. Why did you have to do that? Again, another bit of an hill climb. I still ain't found that one. Hello, Chris. Oops. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Me nearly crashing into the
Keep right. And then exit right.
railings. Right, we've got a place where I've got to reroute. As my destination is blocked by an accident, so let's just bring up the map. As I've got to reroute. Oh dear, I hate these, but again, I'm part of the game, right? It looks like we're rerouting. So if I could go up there due to that crash, I'm gonna have to go up here and bring myself this way. So reset. Right. Gets a bit complicated when these roads are like that. So where am we now? This one, this one, this one. Can I get onto that interchange up there and go that way? Let's have a look. Most certainly can. I ain't too bad, Chris, thank you. Just trying to discover more places. In the description of the game, I've added 4 or 5 maps for American trucks. And as you can see, the yellow is what I've already done with the normal DLCs. And of course all these grey areas and all the new maps that I'm in the description on the stream. And just trying to cover as much as possible. I do think this little area is part of the coast to coast map, which I've installed. I've installed this a few months back, on my other PC when I was using my Logitech wheel, but I've upgraded all my equipment to a Fanatec setup in a cockpit. So with changing PCs, I've had to I took coast to coast off as it were on this PC. So now I went and found all these maps the other night on another fella YouTuber's called Wombat. These have been out since about June, I think, of this year. So with them being updated, anyway, that's where we're heading. So Liberal again, coming from the UK. Not sure of some of these names. So anyway, that's we redone. Back to the job. As this is I think it was a 46-hour job. I do normally go on multiplayer. The only reason I tend to keep off multiplayer is one, I miss the cars, because I've got a traffic mod in, and like with the traffic mod, this is a very good traffic mod. In the daytime it's dense traffic, over night time it's only the trucks, and they cause a few problems. And I've done, you'll see on the streams I've done multiplayer on Truckers MP, but one there's never enough players on, you know what I mean, and it's just, it tends to be a bit boring, just empty roads, you know, and I'll do speed then. At least with playing the game itself, I tend not to speed so much, because you never know. And the good thing about these maps, and again, you've got to wait to play your maps, and then of course when you go back into normal game, you've got to wait till all the maps load up again. So that's why I'm keeping off multiplayer. And if I play multiplayer doing American trucks, a lot of people don't play American trucks online for me, you know. It's mainly Euro, which I go online with. And now, again, I wouldn't be able to go to all these places if I went on to multiplayer, because of Truckers MP don't support them, do they? And if you're wondering why you're hearing that police siren, it's another mod. I thought it was something to do with Jazzy Cats mods, but it ain't. Some other people have made a mod where I think it's this kind of police car what's up in front. Every so often you'll hear the siren, and I think that just adds to the game, hearing something different than the engine, you know, your indicators and stuff. Just hearing that police car, I was like, am I here? When I first played it a couple of nights ago, I thought, is that a police car outside in my street where I live here in the UK? And I think, hold on a bit, that's an American siren. You know, I lost the plot. But I thought, where's that come from in the game? And then I looked, and I hadn't realised I'd enabled the mod for the siren, which adds to the game. Right, and we're just coming up for 7:30 at night in the game, so it's time to put my lights on. I'm going to overtake this police car if I can get the power up. As now, this is where I tend to make up time on the delivery, and again, with having to reroute, again, I don't know if you play American trucks yourself. Now I don't mind the siren, to be fair, Chris. I really don't. I mean, I agree with you. It does get a bit annoying when it's constantly every 30 seconds, woo woo woo. But you know, it don't tend to do much of a noise. Saying that, I might drive up here and it'll come in and do like. I just wished the guys that have done this for the police could do one for the fire service and do one for the ambulance. You know, so you've got all the 3 emergency services with sirens. Yeah, that'd be cool for me. The more they add to this game, the better it gets, I think. I mean, I've only been playing this just over 6 months with Euro trucks as well, and my friend who got me into playing this says, I don't think you'll like this game. I don't put it down. You know, every spare moments I've got, I'm either playing Euro trucks or this American trucks. I love it. And again, with all the maps you can add on, you know, like your pro mods for Euro and Russia map and all the other different mods, there's loads in that. And again, if you've played Euro with the natural looks on, how good does that look? Aye, oh, took my eyes off the road to read the screen then.
And then exit right.
Oh. Yeah, the police in America, I like the police here in the UK, although the UK is getting as bad as America nowadays. It will be soon before all police here in the UK will be carrying guns.
Turn left.
I mean, I know police from the America carry guns already, but you know, our criminals and how bad this world's getting, I don't know. I'd hate to, I mean, it's bad enough coming up against a police officer with a truncheon and pepper spray. Never mind being confronted with a police officer with something like a gun. You know what I mean? I don't know why people still do crime when they know they can get shot, especially in America. They don't take no prisoners. I watched a video a couple of days ago where this police officer, the guy wouldn't get arrested, so we shot him. You know what I mean? I thought, fair play. You only have to do what the police officer said. Again, being a police officer, he could have hit him with a baton or pepper sprayed him or whatever. But no, in true American style, bang bang. And the next minute, them trying to resuscitate the guy because he's dying. So I'm thinking, shit me. You know, here in the UK, they wouldn't be doing that. But again, there's a video that's circulating around on Facebook in a part of the UK, and these guys have done an armed robbery, and then our police swarm the car, and these guys still won't do what British police are asking them to do, as them shining automatic weapons in their face. You know what I mean? They'll believe in crime, not me. Anyway, I don't know if you come on the stream and you're just seeing, I come to a junction like this in the game, a bus got in front of me and then blocked the whole road off. Yeah, that's true, mate. There is good and bad in everyone, mate. Yeah, there sure is. I just try and stay on the good side of the law. Always have to. Always will do. You know. I break rules in games, not in the real world. I stick by the rules. Come on, traffic lights. You can guarantee on this game you can get stuck on one set of traffic lights and you get stuck on them all. Come on. How long does it take for a set of traffic lights to change? Hey, there we go. I'll probably store my wagon now. Waiting that long for them to change. Come on, let's get we through these cars. Do you play this game then, Chris? In Euro Trucks? You're a player of both games? Right, let's have a read what you've said. Good example. Bleeding hell. You wouldn't think Los Angeles, would you? You know, somebody tried to hijack your truck. Shit, mate. So, you know, games like this then, Chris, seeing as you're a truck driver in real life, and these games really stick to the real thing, especially with these trucks. Yeah, you're right there, mate. Yeah, you've got to protect yourself, mate. It's like, I've heard truck drivers who do Middle East, you know, like stuff like that, where they go across Europe, and they in the same way they can get their goods and their trucks hijacked. Again, I don't know if they carry guns like yourself in America, like, but oh yeah, you got to protect yourself. I mean, we can't carry guns here in the UK. We carry anything like a gun, man. We're dead. Simple as, you know. But it's more knife crime here in the UK at the moment. We're right with knife crime. So easy for somebody to have an argument with somebody and stab them, and that's why, to me, that's a coward's way out. Years ago, it's just you'd fight somebody with your fists. You got an argument, settle with a fight. Not these days. You either get shot or stabbed. You know, it's not good. Right, here we go. More traffic lights. Oh dear. And here's me thinking I was going to make some time up with the game, and hey, roadwork city, as they say. Come on. Out these things. Got a truck. Do you drive then, Chris? Do you drive? Because that's the trouble, eh, with the American trucks. There's only 3 in this game, you know. Kenworth, the Peterbilt, or Peterbilt 8. I always pronounce that wrong, and of course the Volvo. Is there any? Is that, you know, any other companies that manufacture wagons in America? I mean, you've got more choice here in Euro trucks than you have in this. And again, driving the Kenworth, you know, I can do this with the game, but of course you pass the other vehicles. Right, let's have a look what you've said. I don't know that all good. I don't know that. Well, again, I agree with you, but you got to defend yourself, you know. I mean, everybody. Ah, got you. To your comment about way more trucks in choice in America. Right, got you. So wonder they put them into the game. That's all. I mean, I'm still new and learning. Again, I'd never heard of these. I've heard of Volvo trucks, but I'd never heard of Peterbilt or the Kenworth before I played this game. I know. But going back to your previous comment about the shooting, you know, having a gun, I agree with you on some of it. Like, but you know, I suppose if there was so much crime in the world, we wouldn't need guns, would we? You know. But again, different countries, different ways of life. You know, I grew up in a country where there's no guns, so for we to have people shooting each other, you know, it's all new. Where I suppose in America, you're growing up in a society where you can have a gun at a certain age. It's nothing new, is it really? Yeah. But if I could win the lottery here in the UK, I'd be gone. I'd build an island, just me on my own. You know, as long as I've got good internet speed, top of the range computer, a sim wheel, I'd be happy, boy. Right, yeah, I know DAF. Yeah, we've got DAF trucks I've done. I don't know, they did DAF trucks for America. I watch a program on telly here in the UK. It's called Outback Truckers. It shows truckers from Australia. And they got Mack trucks, I think it's spelled M-A-C-K. Again, I'm going to have a look, see if anybody on the Steam workshops for this game's got any. They look a good truck. There was a guy driving one tonight on the show. I watched it before I come on streaming, like. So, you know. Again, with this game,
Keep left.
loads of mods
and
there,
then
that what you
turn
can
left.
change and that.
Turn left.
I mean, what gets me with this though, I mean, no air horns on this. This is this for an horn. How poor is that horn? You can't put no air horns on this one. Or no flashing lights. I mean, with trucks in the Euro trucks, I can fill them with lights and everything. Right. Ah, Mack is owned by Volvo. Right, got ya. Right, I don't know. That's it. Learn something new every day, don't we? I never knew that. I mean, I just find it fantastic where you can drive around a big open world in a truck, taking deliveries, and especially like being from England, like. I mean, I know we say 100% to what the places I'm like, but when I first played this, I drove into Vegas of a night time and it was all lit up and everything, and I was like, whoa. You know, I took a few screen grabs and posted it on my Facebook page. Look at me, Englishman in Vegas, you know what I mean? Ah, got ya. With a Mac. I like finding stuff out, you know what I mean? I mean, for me, for this game, alright, building trucks since the early 90s, but got ya. I mean, with this game, there's nothing telling you anything, even like the instructions and whatever. So, you know, I mean, this CSE's built a fantastic game, but they've put nothing into it when it comes to learning stuff. I mean, I had to look at a fellow YouTuber. Hold on, I'll tell you what, let me just go into the settings. I mean, you being a truck driver, you'll understand these, where me not being a truck driver. Hold on, is it this one? Hold on. I think we've got it here. Hold on. Like all this. Brake intensity, I know what that meant, of course, that's when I press my brakes, but truck stability, trailer, suspension stiffness, advanced trailer coupling. You know, there's nothing in this game that lets you know what does what. I mean, I do a lot of photography work, so to make an interface picture and put 0 there, 25, 50, 7500, or a little description. Here, there's no effect added. Here, 100%. That'd take 2 minutes, or give a little description of what they do. You know what I mean? Where's the other one that I had trouble with? I think it was in. I don't think you get it in this, but it was something to do with the trailer. You know, like how the trailer goes up and down. Hold on, if I close this, if you look at my truck, oh, if it'll stay on, about how the wheels go up. I don't think you do it in American trucks, but this this one wheel might go up and down. Again, there's a button you can do it. But CSE, they've let themselves down when they've done this game and the Euro one. They ain't put nothing in. So, what's that? They have a crappy resale value. Terrible. Not good. No parent. No. Volvo at the worst trucks. Again, I like this kind of old American style look. I mean, this Peterbilt, it's the new kind of look. I mean, that's a new kind of shape wagon, but I do like the old fashioned with them big air horns on the side and that. The only reason I've chose this is because of I can see out the back better with my head tracking on. But I don't really use a lot of the Volvo trucks in the game. I'll try and stick to either these Peterbilt or the Kenworth. I do like the Kenworth, but I mean there ain't much difference in between them. It's just that the cab kind of view. Got ya. See, this is what I'm learning about these middle lift 6x6 in the USA. To me, that just goes over my head. You know, I'm like, what's that mean? It's alright, I've just not my head tracking. Oh, bear with me.
To turn left.
Right, that's it. So, you know, because there's nothing on the game explaining what that does and what it means, I'm clueless. When I come to configure a truck or buy a new truck, when I get to in the game, I just click the dearest stuff. I have no idea what they do, and because the game must assume, oh look, he's bought the game, he's a truck driver, he knows exactly what he's on about. I have no idea. So, you know, he said, I mean, I'll pick like what you've just put there. I'll pick up more information off fellow people, and like yourself being a truck driver, you understand that, and I'll pick more information off people like yourselves than I do with people that make the game for me to play. You know, oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Right, let's have a read. Let's have a read what you said. 6 is what you use. Again, over this weight loads and the axles and wheelbases, I have no idea. You know what I mean? I can see like you put there about super light loads 4x2, but I have no. So the higher the number, like you put the 8x4, that's for taking your super massive high, big loads, yeah? I mean, I couldn't even tell you what I'm driving here now. I have no idea. When I come down the column, I just pick the dearest thing of everything, and if it looked good, I just clicked it and away I drive. So I wouldn't know whether it would be a deer to the load or anything. I mean, there is a little indicator, as you probably know yourself. Alright, let's have a read what you've put. Right, again, we've put that tandem drive. I wouldn't even know what one of them look like or anything. I'm gonna have to really do my research in this so I can understand it. You know, because I'm one of these people that love to learn new things. I love finding out new stuff, and if I can't understand it, at times it frustrates me. You know, when I can't understand something. I mean, okay, I know this game's old, but you know, as I see it in this world, it don't take 2 minutes for somebody who understands it. I haven't got Discord now. Again, I don't know how to set it up. So, you know, I have got a Twitch account, and people have said to me, go on Discord, and I'm like, great. That'd be good. But that Discord, I ain't got even clue. I signed up for one person's, and it was sort of like a chat. And again, not being able to understand what it was, I just closed the browser and that was it. Never been on it since. So, I mean, it's took me. Well, I do Twitch, but the only reason is I got a Twitch account free with Amazon here in the UK. So because I subscribe to Amazon as a Prime customer, they give us Twitch for free. Again, I don't know that until my friend says, "Oh, by the way, you got a Twitch account?" I says, "Have I?" And again, I was like, "Well, what's Twitch?" And of course, it's a bit like YouTube, innit? It's supposed to be dedicated for gamers, but again, for me, that's gone downhill. I mean, before you could record it, at the moment on the PC I'm on now, my resources ain't that good, so I struggle sometimes with the lag or the game stutters. So I used to pre-record stuff, which was better for me.
Keep right,
But
and
now
then
on
turn
Twitch you
right.
can't upload anything. So you can say like YouTube. At least YouTube you can upload it. But Twitch, you've got to be affiliated,
Turn
and
right.
you know, if people ain't gonna bother with your streams, I mean, not many people follow me streams on here, but you know, people like yourself do come on, and you know, it makes the stream interesting. Where on Twitch, I can be on that a couple of hours. Again, the quality ain't as good as this. I mean, I try and stream as high quality as possible, so it's good for people that are watching it. I mean, I'm streaming this 4K. Again, the frame rate ain't the best in the world, but I'm trying my best. And when you go on Twitch, you're restricted on what quality you do. I mean, in this day and age, quality's, you know, you try and put the best quality out. But when they won't even let you put your best quality out, I mean, I hate to look at things that are really could be good, but they look rubbish. I mean, some people have got the equipment to do a better job, and they just either don't know what they're doing, or they just can't be bothered. I can't be dealing with people like that. Try and do the best I can. But for me, I'd rather do YouTube. Twitch, I mean, I've not long lost my dad, and I started on Twitch, and I started to get a little bit of a following, and of course I lost my dad, so I had a couple of weeks off, or probably longer than that. I couldn't game, I couldn't concentrate, it was just too much for me at the time. And by the time I come back to my Twitch account, I think it'd be about 4 or 5 weeks before I started streaming again. Nobody wants to know now, nobody bothered. So I mean, I do probably an half-hour stream. I'll take the smallest of jobs, and you know, probably do 2 streams on Twitch. Nothing, nobody even has a look. I mean, I've done 3 streams, it'll be my 3rd one. I did one yesterday, one the day before, and like the one I'm doing now. What, playing this game? American Truck, yeah? Is that the one you want to go on? I don't mind jumping onto a Truckers MP. If it... Yeah, I don't mind, I'll join a convoy with you. Yeah, cool. I'll tell you what. Let's just have a look where I am then, Chris. How far am I away from delivering this truck? Hold on, let's have a little look. If I'm miles away, I can come back to this. Chris, I've only got to go there. Yeah? So basically, hold on, where am I now? I'm at 54. I've only got that. So, right, so what I'll do this delivery. That's only going to take 48 more. It's only going to take 1 hour. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll jump in, and I'll go to Phoenix, and I'll come and join you, yeah? How's about that, mate? That sound good, yeah? I mean, this is only going to be 2 minutes, so I think it's only up the road. I mean, me and my friend, I got a friend here in the UK, there's only the 2 of we that play American trucks and Euro, like. None of my other friends even game, so, you know. It's nice to do. I mean, I've seen loads of convoys online, and I'm thinking, you know, how do you get into it? And I mean, when there's more of you playing, well, to be fair, Chris, I wouldn't mind joining something like that, because again, you're playing with sensible people. That's another thing when you play online, innit? You got people. I mean, me and my friend, we was playing Euro Trucks one of the nights, and we took a job from Russia all the way back to the UK. I mean, it was about what? Got to be over 2,000 mile in game, like. And we were doing it properly. You know, if we come to a red light and the town was empty, being on Truckers MP, we'd wait. We'd follow the traffic signals exactly as you would in the real world. And then all of a sudden I come through a city and this guy just ploughed into me. You know what I mean? I thought, well, thanks, mate. And because it was a truckers, because it was a World of Trucks job, as soon as you lose one of them, you lose the trailer. So that hour and a half, or nearly coming up for 2 hours of me sitting gaming and streaming it, I lost it within 30 seconds through an idiot. My language was terrible. I mean, I swear worse than the Pope. And I tell you, it's a wonder how they get kicked off Truckers MP, because I pressed that X button and I don't know whether he was a foreigner or if he spoke English, but I really laid into him. And again, if I'd have got banned, I'd have got banned. But, you know, I thought, to me, if you come and play a game, okay, sometimes you make a mistake, you know, like I've just done it earlier on. I drove on the gas because I'm trying to read what we're talking about. But I don't do it intentionally to mess up anybody else's game, like this person did. I mean, oh jeez, I really laid into him. But again, my friend just sat the other end because we're talking Skype, you see. So I've got full communication with my friend while I'm gaming. So he either drives behind me, and then I go in front, and then vice versa. So we're always in communication with each other. And then, of course, if we've got to talk, we'll talk on the CB sort of thing. And but he just sat there completely laughing at me, having a go at this guy that night. Anyway, let's get this delivered, and I'll come and join you in Phoenix. I'll enjoy that. I mean, and once I set it up, Chris, I'll also stream it as well. Is that alright, mate? I'll still stream the stream, because it don't take no more resources to do it. Right. Ain't always the way, eh? When you try and get to a destination quick, you can never get there. Come on. Although I have noticed with these new maps for this American one, the hills, them at like 45 degree angles and higher. Yeah, I'll stream it. You know, it's something for somebody else to watch. And of course, a lot of people don't realise that they can actually play multiplayer in these games, you know. Because I streamed it on my Facebook channel one night to a friend of mine who is a truck driver like yourself here in the UK, and he was like, "Whoa, what you got there, Russ?" And I says, "Oh, it's a trucking game." I says, "Hold on a bit." I says, "I'll load up the American version." And he said, "Oh, look at that, man, you're driving through America." And I said, "Yeah." And all these trucks are other people from around the world. I says, "These ain't computer game drivers. These are people that I'm like myself." And like, he's like, "Oh, I've got to get this game." But then I told him like how much it probably costs to set up, like, you know, with a steering wheel. He was like, "Forget that." You know. He says, "I've got the real thing. Why do I need a game?" But he said that he sits there for hours watching me when I'm on my Facebook account. Again, due to the quality of Facebook, I don't stream that much on there. Right with me, I'll dump this trailer.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And then I'll come and log into Truckers MP, and I'll come to Phoenix to you
Turn right.
and start streaming. I will park the truck. Right, do that.
Get ready to turn left. Turn
Right,
left.
we're here.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Now hopefully I've got a... I don't need the XP. Right. Yeah, that'll do me, excellent. Right then, Chris, I'll end this stream then, my friend. And you say, join you at Phoenix. Whereabouts in Phoenix you gonna be? Or is it just at the Phoenix garage, yeah? Is that where you're gonna be? And that way, I'll come straight to the Phoenix garage. You'll see me, because I'll be hopefully be in the same outfit as I'm in now, with the Harlequin on the side. Right, I'll come to Phoenix then, Chris. I'll see you in about 2 seconds, mate, as long as it takes me to get into Truckers MP. See you in a second, my friend.